everyone, my name is Brisa and I'm a college access mentor for the Northern Arizona College Resource Center. We're a free resource to anyone in the community looking into post-secondary options, just filling out the FAFSA, or just career readiness. I wanted to film this video to talk about FAFSA myths because we all know it could be a pretty scary form. Now, the FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, which is just something that you need to fill out if you are anticipating receiving aid from the federal government. Now that we kind of gotten that covered, let's get into those myths.
Why am I going to be filling out the FAFSA? It's just going to put me in debt.
Actually, that's false. You should always fill out the FAFSA because you can qualify for federal grants, federal work study, and school grants. Loans will be awkward, but ultimately, that's your choice. Now, you may be thinking, what is a grant? Well, a grant is basically money that does not have to be paid back. That means free money. And federal work study provides a part-time job to students with financial need, so they allow them to work to pay for their school expenses.
My parents are undocumented, so I'm not going to get any aid.
Actually, all U.S. citizens and eligible non-citizens are eligible for federal aid regardless of their parents' citizenship status. The FAFSA doesn't even ask that. When your parent is asked to enter a social security number on the form, all they need to do is enter 000000000. Never enter a fake social security number on the form or a social security number that is just valid for work purposes. And since your parent won't be able to create an FSA ID, they will need to print out the form and manually sign it.
I live alone, so I don't need to include information on my parents.
This is not always true. Even if you do support yourself, you may still be considered dependent for financial aid purposes. If you're considered dependent, then you do have to include your parents' information. For more information on your dependency status, please contact the NACRC or visit this website here.
I'm not going to fill out the FAFSA. My parents make too much money, so I'm not going to qualify for anything. There's no point.
There's no income cutoff for the FAFSA. You should always fill out the FAFSA. You never know what you can qualify for. When you fill out the FAFSA, you're also applying for funds from your state and your school. Some schools may even require you to have the FAFSA on file to even be considered for scholarships. The FAFSA algorithm is extensive, and we just recommend filling it out to see what you qualify for. Your circumstances can change, and you'll need to have the FAFSA on file for that.
I don't know where I want to go, and I haven't applied to any schools yet, so I can't fill out the FAFSA.
Actually, you can complete the FAFSA before submitting any college or career school applications. You just need to add at least one school of interest, but go ahead and add all the ones you're interested in. It's important to do so because some schools have priority deadlines to apply for funds. You can always add or delete any schools later.
I have a pretty low GPA, so I probably won't qualify for any aid.
While a high GPA will help a student get into a good school or get more academic scholarships, most federal aid programs don't take a student's grades into consideration, granted that they keep satisfactory academic progress in their area of study when they're in college. Federal student aid will help any student with an average academic record finish his or her college career.
I'm not planning on going to a university, so I don't need to fill out the FAFSA.
Most community colleges and even trade schools accept federal aid from the FAFSA. Even if you aren't planning on going to a community college, a university, or even a trade school, you should still fill out the FAFSA because you might change your mind in the end.